Так. Всем привет. Сейчас, секунду. Привет, Дима. Нормально поработал. Сегодня было чем заняться. Вот. А сегодня, значит, я буду стримить легендарную серию игр. Одну из моих любимых. Сейчас я запущу ее для начала. Ну и буду уже рассказывать. Так, я не понял, блядь, прикола. Требует авторизацию через EAPP. Хорошо, секунду. Сейчас я авторизуюсь через Origin. Даже если ты покупаешь в Steam, тебя эта тварь не пускает. Я про это вообще не в курсах, если честно. Они задолбали со своими уже. Своим расплодили тут лаунчеров, блин. Сейчас что мне скажут? У меня же на том аккаунте тоже куплено в Origin. Мы отправили код на ваш аккаунт почты, ептать. Ну да, конечно же, без этого нельзя. Без этого же нельзя, конечно. А почему у меня изображение не стоит никакое? Я поставил вроде как изображение. Я его выключил точно. Так, хорошо, входящие. Давай-ка. Мыловальня. Мыло мое, открывайся. Так, привязать учетную запись к Steam. Привяжите учетную запись к Steam. Пожалуйста. Привяжите. Все, привязано. Начало работы. Большое спасибо. Да, я прохожу все на максимуме. Dying Light завтра, да. Far Cry тоже. Также и все стабильно. Far Cry надо ее авторизацию сделать. Угу. Точно. Все, ребят, мы запускаемся, как я понял. Да. Значит, где можешь отключить изображение? Надо тут. Вообще, как это функционирует? То есть... так, стоп, я не понял. Что запускается-то вообще? Что происходит? Что за ужас тут творится, как говорится? Mass Effect Launcher. Так, запускается. Я покупал в Steam, но у меня есть куплено еще и в Origin. Сейчас у меня просто лаунчер Mass Effect завис. Я не понимаю вообще, что происходит. Я первый раз игру запускаю. Нет, Ctrl-Alt-Delete. Завершить задачу, нахер. Интересно, а вот у меня будет вообще прогружаться, ну, в Стиме все достижения, или у меня будет опосредованно на все это работать через Steam? Я вот этого вот не понимаю, если честно. Ну, потому что у меня вот это я не очень хочу посмотреть. Все работает. Главное, чтобы у вас видно было. Так, зашибись. Вы что-нибудь видите вообще? Потому что я сейчас переключаюсь, у меня телефон занят, и переключаюсь на монитор. Так, я сейчас с телефона посмотрю. Так, сейчас, секунду. Постоянно все отвлекают. У меня... Отлично. Ну хорошо, тогда мы, значит, закрываем оперу. Браузер, чтоб не мешал. Так. Давайте размер, английская озвучка включена. Вибрация контроллеров нам не нужна. Эх, та самая начальная заставка. Та самая музыка. Эх. Я купил ее за 500 рублей, по-моему. Или в Ориджине. А на ПК, на Стиме, я ее купил за 3000, по-моему. В итоге я теперь играю версию от чего? Так, подождите, почему-то HDR врубился. Я что-то не понял прикола. Я вроде как HDR не включал. Вы там совсем с дубу рухнули, что ли? Я не понял маленечко. Почему у меня врубился HDR? Я что-то вот не понимаю сейчас прикол, если честно. Мертворожденная технология, кстати, HDR, как я выяснил. А я ей вообще не пользовался. Это дерьмо не нужно абсолютно. Делает все абсолютно темным. Я не понимаю, кто этим вообще пользуется. Короче, Она, походу, вообще не хочет у меня работать почему-то. Будет ржачно, если выяснится, что я, ну, купил игру, а она у меня работает от купленной игры в Electronic Arts. То есть... Сейчас такой будет стрим тестовый, потому что я хочу еще с модами потом попробовать нормально сыграть. Собственно, угу. Так. Угу. Что-то я не понял. Сейчас я что-то я не понимаю маленечко. Так. Сейчас я узнаю у коллеги, так сказать, по цеху, что это такое. Потому что я покупал в Стиме именно вот игру, чтобы не зависеть от Ориджина в плане достижений там, чтобы у меня время засчитывалось. То есть, ну, я вообще не понимаю прикола. Понаделают херни какой-то, блядь, просто меня это уже задолбало, честно. Я не хочу больше все использовать Steam, я хочу его отвязать. Он просто Steam просто нахер не нужен. Он не использует ни его статистику, не могу достижения. То есть достижения не синхронизируются. То есть у меня просто, блядь, запускается, блядь, мой, извиняюсь за выражение, еще один купленный пак этого Mass Effect, который уже был куплен у меня в Origin, блин, уже был куплен. Нахер мне в Стиме тогда он, если у меня он вообще не используется? Две игры по цене одной, что ли, я не понимаю? Это полная дичь. Я сейчас дропну стрим, мне кажется. Сейчас я постараюсь не быть таким негативным, но это меня очень сильно выбешивает просто. Так, ну я не понимаю, как отвязать Origin от Steam, блядь, от блядского это. Наоборот, Steam от ебучего Origin, блядь. Настройки, да ладно, а я не знал, что за настройки учетной записи это все делается. Ёптать, спасибо за информацию. Понятно. Спасибо. Так, приложение, выбор региона. Выбор региона. Хорошо, будут Нидерланды, блядь. У меня же включена. Ладно, не важно. Так. Ну и что это такое? Блядь, я не знаю. У меня физически просто не было времени все это проверять. Я даже моды не поставил. Через настройки Steam. Я понял. Короче, это нужно Electronic Arts заходить. Это ебанизм этот не лечится, походу. У них этого нет в настройках. То есть это надо на сайт надо заходить. Это просто трэш такой вообще. Я не знаю. Такое днище вообще. Так, Far Cry 5 я не играл. Нет, да, я не играл. У меня куплен, но я не играл. Ну и где в настройках это мне все делать? Аккаунт я на сайте я. Вы чё, кретины? Какая настройка? Тут где это все? Тут, блядь. Кто делал этот сайт, ему можно руки оторвать нахер. Ёптать. Ёптать. Это пиздец. Короче, у них даже старая тут все ни хрена непонятно. То есть тут нельзя отключить. То есть все. Теперь я в этом братстве навсегда. Ты теперь часть корабля. Ладно, хер с ним, давайте так сейчас запустим. Я так понимаю, тут просто работы непочатый край. Привязка только один раз делается. Видимо, то есть нельзя отвязать. Понятно, это никак не отвязать. Понятно, никак не отвязать. Я купил просто так за 3500 Mass Effect, который у меня не будет работать. Заебись. четко. Мне нравится эта жизнь. Меня все устраивает, блядь. Угу. Это просто, блядь, я нахуй... Нахуй нет комментариев у меня, блядь. Может быть, мне тогда снести, блядь, ну, Mass Effect, который у меня стоит, блядь, в этом, как его, в Origin, блядь. Ну так, он у меня, по-моему, установлен. А нахера он у меня установлен? А я не знаю, нахера он у меня установлен. Я, наверное, долбоящер какой-то. У меня стоит, получается, от Origin и от Steam. Ну, это, конечно, гениально вообще. Сейчас посмотрим, что будет. Может быть, у меня поэтому как раз-таки такое говно происходит. Забавно. У меня 220 гигабайт Mass Effect весит. Круто, круто. Все, он показывает мне кнопку играть до сих пор, кстати. Ну, вот, видимо, потому что у меня подвязано, потому что у меня Steam существует. Или я его не скачивал. В общем, непонятно почему, но Steam у меня не функционирует. Нормально, я так отблагодарил разработчика. 3500. Вот только пусть он попробует не выпустить 5-ю часть. Я его закопаю, найду и закопаю. Ну что, господа, вот мы и дошли до Mass Effect. Соответственно, сейчас я воды возьму. Нихера он не запускает. Он всегда ее запускал. Я не так выражаюсь. Он просто не хочет Steam ее запускать. Вернее, даже, ну, он просто открывает Origin и не синхронизирует аккаунт, как бы сказать. То есть нет показателя, естественно, ни с ачивками, ни со временем. У моего друга есть. Как, блядь? Как нахер? Объясните, пожалуйста. Ладно, может, нам надо поиграть, и все будет работать, но я что-то как-то в этом сомневаюсь. Ладно, сейчас посмотрим. Этот стул очень сильно скрипит. По-моему, это беспредел. Надо его заменить. Есть не скрипячий стул. Да, этот стул не скрипит. HDR сам включается, его надо отключить. HDR — это мертворожденная технология коррекции, видимо, чуть не сказал, зрения изображения. Она делает его мутным и очень темным. Я не знаю, кто этим дерьмом пользуется. Видимо, обладатели лишних хромосомы на PlayStation, которым я ранее являлся недолгое время. Ну, не починить, залить масло надо. Интересно, сколько будет в главное меню выходить игра эта вот моя любимая? Вот сколько по времени? Да. Уже прошло 2 минуты. Так вот, для справочки. То есть она не может в главное меню выйти. О, боже. Это что, это нормально вообще или как? Ля, ну это просто лучше... Я не знаю, у меня нет слов. Может быть, мне дропнуть игру нужно? Просто не функционирует. Не отвечает. Написано. Написано, не отвечает игра. Ну хорошо, я тебя вот так вот закрою просто. Без проблем. Не, это полная дичь абсолютная. Охуеть можно, блядь. Это... Да. Так. Ёбарный дикобраз. Mass Effect не отвечает, блядь. Я, походу, сейчас заруинился уже все, стрим, походу. Стрим заруинился, не успев начаться, как говорится. Блять, ну вот ждешь этих выходных, и вот какая-то вот подляна вот постоянно происходит. Ну вот, я не знаю, это просто звездец какой-то. У меня белый экран сейчас, у меня белый экран сейчас натурально вот. У меня ни с одной игрой такого не было вот на компьютере, только вот Mass Effect у меня, он перестает вообще открываться даже без модов, блять. Ну это просто нет слов вообще, блять. О боже. Да, я понял. Я все понял, блять. Я понял, да. Что называется, не запустил игру перед стримом. Требуется восстановление, блядь. Иди ты нахуй со своим восстановлением, блядь. Восстанови себе мозг, блядь, разработчик. Все, разработчики Electronic Arts убили его BioWare тем, что у них даже ремастер не запускается Mass Effect. О каком Mass Effect 5 можно говорить вообще? Ты, блядь. О боги. Я не могу. Непредвиденный сбой приложения. Я офигею вообще. Там что, курят, что ли? Я не понимаю. О, бля, запустилось это, смотри. А главное, интересно, а вы увидите эту заставку вообще? А, вы эту заставку не видите. Я понял. Ясно. Этой игрой не является. Не. Просто пиздец, блядь. Этой игрой не является. Ладно. Все-таки тут нельзя HDR отключить. То есть я пытался. Видимо, где-то вот внизу в настройках как-то. Но в любом случае посмотреть, как вы... Ага, да, он DisplayPort на HDR переключается автоматически. Видимо, будем с HDR играть. Ну, то есть сейчас у вас просто зависло изображение. Я сейчас посмотрю. А что происходит вообще с игрой, я не понимаю. С битрейтом все окей. А просто зависла игра. Ля. Все, ёптать. Накрылась медным тазом нахер. Блять, ну я не знаю. Какой захват... Ну, захват любого, да, на экранного приложения. Вниз иди. Вот сюда. Давай, показывай мне игру. Показывай игру, тварь! Блять. Сейчас задержка пройдет. У меня задержка долго, потому что не в прямом эфире, да? Все, работает. Все. Я надеюсь, можно SDR отключить. Я очень на это, блядь, надеюсь. Нет, нельзя отключить HDR. Это пиздец полнейший, блядь, ребят. Мне очень нравится без модов эта игра. Надо ставить моды. Все, зерниц включаем. Ну, я тестово запускаю, потому что сегодня день N7. 2 года назад эту игру прошел на PlayStation. Мне очень понравилось. Вот. Графон был там в 30 FPS. Ну, красивый был. Потому что PlayStation 4 Pro не тянет эту игру в 60 кадров с максимальными настройками графики. Гениально. То есть это прям вообще прекрасно. Да? В первой части вообще графики настроек там практически отсутствуют. У меня почему-то стоит блокировка на 75 Гц. Окей. То есть я даже не буду знать, сколько у меня тут по факту. А вот, включить SDR можно отключить. Хорошо. Давайте мы вот так вот сделаем поярче. Ну, ладно, оставим как было. Я еще тестировал выход из меню. Не только ради HDR, конечно. Так, что по задержке? У меня сам на телефоне тормозит. Выключу тут. Переключусь на мобильные данные. Шел год блокировки Ютуба. Как-то особо незаметно, кроме того, что переподключаться нужно в VPN. Порой иногда это бесит. Ну, что поделать. Так, значит, они поменяли, я смотрю, стартовое меню, потому что оно было более адекватное. То есть стояла там другая планета. Ну ладно, не суть. В общем, эту игру я первый раз прошел в 2015 году. Узнал я про нее изначально я Dead Space проходил, спойлернулся третью часть Dead Space обзором игры Оргии. Ну и начал проходить. Третью часть у меня ноутбук не потянул, другой потянул, прошел Dead Space. Там было DLC. Спасибо, что играли в Mass Effect 3. Я такой, репак, все дела, что за Mass Effect? Беру, скачиваю и такой. В 2015 году, помню, запускаю такой. Ля! Да это ж любовь игровая с первого взгляда. Это же то, что мне нужно было. Вот реально. И другу там посоветовал. Жалко, с ним сейчас уже не общаюсь. Но он тоже прошел, ему понравилось. В общем, это я ее прошел сколько? По-моему, 4 раза. Да, это будет 5-й. Второй раз я на канале буду проходить. На ПК моду установлю к следующему стриму. И, наверное, будем проходить сначала. Потому что сейчас, вот видите, какая херня произошла. Steam просто, как бы это сказать, он, без Ориджина, эту игру никак не синхронизирует в ачивках. Я не знаю, что. Нахера я покупал эту игру тогда вообще. Надо разобраться будет. Вот. Такие вот дела. Начинаем новую игру. Проходить я буду за девушку, потому что за мужчину. Тут должны быть субтитры, я не знаю. Ладно, сейчас помолчу пока. Тут ничего интересного. На самом деле перестали общаться, я уже не помню. просто я уже не помню из-за чего. Сейчас давай не об этом, просто потому что иначе я не начну играть. Джейн Шепард. Будем играть за девушку. Джейн Шепард. Имя. Так, стоп. Стоп, назад. Новые данные. Женский персонаж. Мы там биографию создадим. Сейчас посмотрим, кого. Выберу я класс не солдата, потому что солдата уже играл. Вот. Я за парня играл 4 раза. Просто он более каноничный, хотя это не столь важно на самом деле. Значит, кто у нас будет? Скиталец. Типа как... Ваши родители стали на службе в войсках Альянса. По мере продвижения по службе они сменили много кораблей и станций, на которых прошло ваше детство. Ваша семья не сдерживалась нигде дольше, чем на несколько лет. Следуя стопам отца, вы добрались и поступили на службу в возрасте 17 лет. Колонисты. Вы родились и выросли на Мендуаре, небольшой пограничной колонии на Атлантическом траверсе. Когда вам было 16 лет, Мендор подвергся нападению работорговцев. Вашу семью, друзей убили. Вас спас подходящий через систему патруля Альянса несколько лет. Спустя вы записались на службу в войска. Ну, землянина я выбирал под мужчину. Вы сирота, ваше детство и юность в прошлом на улицах прошли на улицах огромных мегаполисов Земли. Вы вырвались из мира уличного насилия, из преступных группировок, записавшись в войска Альянса, едва вам стукнуло 18 лет. 18 лет, учитывая, что тут живут люди на Земле 180 лет, у них до сих пор считается 17 лет. Ну ладно, окей, это уже мелочи потом по сюжету. Так, ну давайте все-таки ради разнообразия колониста я выберу, потому что меня задолбало постоянно одну и ту же предысторию выбирать. Уцелевший герой войны безжалостный. Ну, давайте почитаем. Во время вашей службы одно из заданий закончилось катастрофой, перенеся немыслимые физические страдания, тяжелейшие психологические стрессы, вы смогли выжить. Так. Что-то я не туда читаю. Один солдат всего отряда, вы единственный свидетель того, что произошло во время этой миссии. Герой войны. В начале вашей военной карьеры вам пришлось столкнуться с превосходящими силами противника. Несмотря на то, что шансы на успех были невелики, вы рискнули жизнью, чтобы спасти товарищей и уничтожить противника. За смелость и правильный героизм вы заслужили награды при звании в войсках Альянса. Безжалостный. Ну, это для отступника. На протяжении вашей военной карьеры вы действуете согласно этому правилу. Задача должна быть выполнена. Люди считают, что вам свойственно холодный расчет и жестокость. Ваша безжалостность стала причиной настороженного отношения к вам ваших служивцев. Но задание, которое должны выполняться любой ценой, всегда поручает именно вам. Такой жесткий военный отступник. Ну, под него больше подходит, конечно. Можно и под героя. Так, что-то у меня в банке моей с водой проблемная вода, значит, ее пора мыть. Сейчас, секунду. Бактерии образуются с течением времени. Так, ну, безжалостно я точно брать не буду. Герой войны или уцелевший? Ну, типа, для девушки, я думаю, в принципе, неплохо взять ее уцелевшего ради разнообразия, потому что герой войны у меня был за мужика. Зависла игра у тебя? Ты только сейчас об этом говоришь? Нет, это ненормально вообще ни разу, абсолютно. Блять, что происходит вообще, блять? Я не понимаю, что происходит с этой игрой. Она у меня не захватывается ОБСом, я его сейчас просто перезапущу, секунду. Зачем мне разговаривать с самим собой, игру не показывать? Ну, это, конечно, было бы прикольно, если бы я не стримил, да, сам с собой разговаривал. Это уже дурка, но... Так, сейчас появится изображение. Я сказал, сейчас появится изображение, блядь. Что-то задержка какая-то не херовенькая. Не захватывает. Нормально вообще, да? Хорошо, я сделаю вот так вот. Я окном просто захвачу. Скотиняку эту тупорылую. А что происходит? Почему не выводится на ОБС? Я понял. У меня просто не захватывает никак ОБС игру. Вообще никак. То есть только с экрана, что ли? Блять, ну это, блядь, просто нахуй нет слов у меня вообще. Так, блядь, товарищи. Это уже ни в какие, сука, ворота. Он даже свернуть игру не дает мне сделать. Ты понимаешь? Я даже не могу свернуть игру. Пиздец. Пиздец, блядь. Я буду захватывать экраном, хорошо. Ну, это полное днище. Это... Я буду решать эту проблему. То есть у меня ни хера не работает. Ни OBS, ни игра сама. Ни мода я не успел установить. Ну, вот к дню N7, блин, захотел стримануть. Ну, видимо, блин, ни хера не будет никаких новостей. Так же, как и по игре. Также ни хера не работает у меня. Пиздец, блядь. Блядь. Сейчас я уберу всякое говно с рабочего стола, блядь. Блядь, тупая тварь, ты будешь сворачиваться уже? У меня вот Windows 11 не работает сворачивание вообще. Так, значит, тут ничего конфиденциального нет. Хорошо. Понимаешь? Понимаю. Да, именно так. Так, хорошо, замечательно. Заебупительно. Все, теперь выводится, потому что заткни пасть свою, тварь. Еще раз новая игра. Да вот западло, понимаешь? Да, Николай взял, на кнопку нажал, пошло работать. Ну там, понятно, моды никакие ставить не надо, потому что игра совсем новая. А я ее первый раз прохожу. Тут еще блокировка на вертикальную синхронизацию стоит. Я вообще, блядь, в ахуе с этой игры просто. Я не понимаю, как бы стоит на вертикалку тут. Я что-то вообще не вдупляю абсолютно. Динамический тень. А, вот, все, можно отключить. Господи, спасибо тебе, я уж перекрестился. Спасибо тебе, Господи. Во! 240 FPS. Вот это деду надо. Не остался? Она отключилась от обслуживания. И как бы новый компьютер уже был на 11 винде. Ну, вернее... Зачем мне на 10 работать, в принципе, вообще? Компьютер у меня был без винды, я просто пользователя своего вошел. Все. На самом деле тут графика еще такая фигня. С модами будет еще лучше намного. Намного лучше будет. Там на 3 части 27 гигабайт свет весит. И еще какие-то моды основные. Поменьше. Колонист. Уцелевший. Ну, герой войны для мужика. Типа тут будет разнообразие. Типа девушка мягкая такая. Ну, слабенькая, нормально. А вот тут уже сложнее. Не солдат я не буду выбирать, что я... Dying Light. Ну, вообще Dying Light, потому что в конце инговое окончание. Что-то душновато я сегодня начинаю стримить. Ну ладно. Значит, это я брать не буду, потому что тут инженеры по технике. Это там с пистолетами только. Ой, ну его нахер. Адепт, это вот у нас биотики чисто. Они у нас, знаете, как маги. Ну, техномаги. По ходу разберешься, скажем так. Разведчик — это снайпер. Ну, я не хочу снайпер использовать. Представитель, обладающих технической и биотической способностью. Они обычно оказывают биотическую медицинскую поддержку союзникам, способны проводить биотические технические атаки. Штурмовик. Это солдаты, имеющие биотические... Блин. А вот это интересно. Ага. Я не знаю, на самом деле, какой класс тут выбрать. Либо штурмовик, либо адепт. Сейчас я загуглю, потому что я никогда тут не выбирал никого. Адепт или... Блин, ржака, кого выбрать? Я на самом деле не знаю. Я поэтому на этом стриме, может быть, на фоне еще посмотрю, как там. Сейчас, секунду. Давайте... Сейчас. Давайте попробуем... Ну, я не знаю. Сейчас, секунду. Где-то времени немного не займет. Хочу посмотреть просто геймплей, как за штурмовика вообще все это проходит. Короче, я... Нет, так... Сейчас бой вот начнется. Сейчас, секунду. Я понял. Я не буду больше тратить времени. Да, ясно, я понял. Сейчас запускаю. Что-то уже мы тут 40 минут, блядь, сидим. Ну, я для будущих, так сказать, поколений, я не знаю. Ну, давайте штурмовика, типа, с дробовиками. Да, все, зашибись. Все, я включаю запись. Сейчас будет запись вот так вот происходить. Заткни пасть свою. Теперь будем это выяснять. Безумие нахер. Нет, легендарный режим, типа в физическом режиме будет использоваться диапазон уровня 1.60, нового 1.30. Количество уровней. А давайте 1.60 классический. Потому что мне нравится, типа, больше, что... Хотя... Дольше вкачиваться. Похер. Похер уже. Так, запись включена, у меня включена.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
Я, сука, извиняюсь, но у меня что-то не то пошло. Я извиняюсь сердечно. Сейчас произошла какая-то херня. Сейчас... Я сам с собой разговаривал, да? Я хотел на кнопку нажать скриншота, и так как это не Steam, у меня просто игра, блядь, свернулась нахуй. Ой, блядь. Это пиздец. Это пиздец, блядь. Как мне это заебало, блядь. А, она опять закрылась, игра. У меня много игр тут. Пока санин запускается. Так, я вот про свою любимую игру говорю. Ну, не про игру, а про ситуацию. Уже у меня слов нету. Ну, у меня много разного скама тут валяется. Так что... Игр за 50 рублей, так сказать. И бесплатных. Ну, много и хороших. Бля, ёб твою мать, нахера на эту кнопку нажал, блядь. Ёбаный рот этого казино, блядь. Какая у меня там кнопка? Буду вот нажимать на insert. Я хочу запустить игру. Ну, это за 3 части. Там 4 игры про Бэтмена, да, все правильно. Короче, и это тоже надо как-то модами решать, потому что такая долгая загрузка, она ни в какие ворота не лезет. Ну, игра не функционирует просто. То есть у меня бы уже, я бы в Fallout уже бы играл давно. Это загрузка уровня PlayStation 4, серьезно. У меня на PlayStation 4 загрузка быстрее была. Я вообще не понимаю, что происходит сейчас. В чем проблема у игры? То есть она просто не загружается. Пиздец, блядь. Это просто, ну, блядь. Так, блядь. Шо, все. Спокойно. Держать строй. Держать строй. Спокойно. Тупая тварь не запускается вообще просто. Не хочет. Ладно, давайте ее с Mass Effect вот этого запустим. Может быть, тут будет все хорошо. Может быть, она из-за этого так плохо функционирует. Что приходится переподключаться. Да, слушайте, это в этом дело. Серьезно? Спалил ПК? Ну ты жесткий чувак. Опасно, я бы сказал. Ну, бывает, бывает. Я вот не до конца воткнул эту видеокарту. Выключил, потом воткнул. Если бы у меня бы мозгов хватило воткнуть ее в кавычках во время работы ПК, у меня ПК бы сгорел бы нахуй. Так, я не понял, а что произошло-то? А почему у меня сбросились настройки все? Блять, эта тупая тварь. Она и не сохраняет, видимо... Я не понимаю. Нет, она сохранила все-таки. Ладно, все, блять. Ну нахуй. Нет, это новая видюха, вот эта вот, про которую я говорю, ее не до конца воткнул, потому что там очень тяжело это сделать. Я такую силу применял, но я думал, я, наверное, сломаю вообще. Реально. Я уже чуть молоток уже чуть не нес с собой уже. Охренительно там.
Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history. Confirm psychological profile. Confirm military specialization. Confirm facial profile reconstruction complete. Identification confirmed.
Ну, легендарный это у нас один классический, как я и хотел. Давайте оставим субтитры, конечно, даже без субтитров. Все, погнали нахер, теперь-то точно.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
В 2048 году исследователи обнаружили на Марсе останки древней цивилизации из космических путешественников. В течение нескольких последующих десятилетий артефакты открыли тайны новых удивительных технологий, позволивших совершать полеты к самым далеким звездам. Основой этих технологий стала сила, способная изменять саму ткань пространства-времени. Эта сила стала величайшим открытием в истории человечества. Цивилизации, населяющие галактики, называют ее эффект массы. Ой, это музыка. Ой, ностальгия. Этот заход, первый заход на ретранслятор, красота.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Игра оригинальная 2007 года, Legendary Edition, переиздание 2021. Ну, 2007 по 2012. Трилогия. Вот, соответственно, графон они серьезно так подняли по сравнению с тем, что было в оригинале. Прям точно, ну это прям видно. Ну, я проходил просто первую часть, не на канале. Ну тут прям мыло прям такое конкретное было. Ну.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Если б я в 10 лет нашел это сокровище, я бы, наверное, на Луну бы улетел. У тебя пропали все комменты? Да не, у тебя не пропали комменты.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
What do you know about the stealth?
I just know. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, man. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
Nihilus is no ordinary Turian.
You've got that right, Commander. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
You don't trust
I don't
Nihilus?
like Turians in general. It runs in my
That
family.
was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's
Да, осень у него гладко.
I don't like it.
У него в будущем проблемы с волосами.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck,
Раньше на этих, на ядерных подлодках, когда служили, лысели быстрее из радиации, а тут, видимо, из-за космической радиации люди лысеют.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want. Kill anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
А девушек почему не лысая? Потому что еще не такие старые.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Я, кстати, тут на вид, если вот так вот проскинуть, ну, учитывая то, что нам игра показывает по текстурам, ей, мне кажется, лет так это 30, 33, например. Ну, она вообще молодая.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species.
Ну,
Their fleet has more
тут
patrols
сейчас
to
самое...
Citadel
Ну,
space
тут
than any
пролог
other.
будет.
They don't always get on well with us.
Я бы не сказал, что тут что-то
Some people
разрывное,
find them
потому что самое разрывное
rigid.
будет во второй части.
Others still blame them for the first contact war. As for Nihilus, I
Ну,
haven't said more
ладно,
than
все,
2
еще
words to
пока
him.
молчу.
He usually only speaks to the captain.
Тут все части
I hope we
хорошие,
get a chance to
просто
see him in action.
разгоняется
I heard Nihilus took down an
первая часть.
entire enemy platoon
Не
all by
сразу.
himself.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect the galactic
Нет, все же
Protect it at
куплено.
any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds, just like you on a cruise.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ну, тут достаточно...
Yes, Commander, is there something you need?
Достаточно такие наполненные большие диалоги. Я могу нажать на это? Понятно. Так, значит, идем сюда.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I already figured that out.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Скоро все узнаешь. Ну, это турианец, это один из лидирующих инопланетных видов в галактике.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
Представитель турианской
This
расы.
comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis.
Ты субтитры-то не
A
забывай
research team
читать.
on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Тут такой объем данных, что я если буду читать, я рехнусь, наверное. Поэтому я читать не... Тут озвучка зачем? Я могу озвучку русскую включить, но она херовая. А мне зачем-то на русском говорить не нужно. Это 2181. В 2048 году обнаружили протеанские руины на Марсе.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Just tell me what I have to do.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Arkham Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Arkham Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't.
Командором Шепардом из Mass Effect. В честь него и такой ник.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Ну да.
Engaging stealth systems.
Именно поэтому. И не только там.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
This place got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Keep your guard up.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
Я видел демку этой планеты. Ей Electronic Arts, ой, E3 2005 года показывали, по-моему. Да, были времена, конечно. Как сильно отличается сейчас графика. Как убрать? Память помнит пальцев, так сказать. Сюда правой, сюда левой. Ясно. Так, а там что-нибудь есть вообще? Угу. Что-нибудь съестное. Нет? А, слушайте, есть, действительно. Усиленные пластины. 240 FPS, не в катсценах. Я думал, какой-то баг теперь постоянно будет 240, ой, 75 FPS. Забыл, на какую кнопку бег, ну ладно. Нас научат. Бан! Хорошо, что я за штурмовика могу стартом пользоваться. В первой части так, не в переиздании такого не было. Ага. Ну, сдох и сдох. Всем нахер, похер на этого персонажа. Это тот самый Дженкинс, который рвался в бой. Ну, как говорится, не повезло чуваку. Не повезло. Еще левый шип можно дать приказ. Понятно. Это вот деформация, это вот мой бросок. Понятно. Так, давайте посмотрим, что у нас по очкам вообще, да? Боевая подготовка, прилив адреналина. Тут полезная херовина. Так, давайте обаяние вкачаем. Потому что обаяние надо вкачивать буквально сразу в этих играх. Потому что если ты его не вкачал, все, кирдык. Так, тут нужно вкачивать... дешифровка потом откроется. Давайте вкачаем ему электронию. Дешифровка. Открывает умение. Почему нельзя? Открыть-то, ёптать. У меня очки-то еще... Требуется больше очков, что ли? Требуется больше очков. Понятно. Окей. Тогда окей. Окей. Хорошо. Ты пиши в чат. Хотя тут ты ни хрена все равно не поймешь вначале, это норма. Тут нужно прям подольше быть в этой игре, скажем так. У тебя интерес появится, я думаю, в понедельник, вернее, в воскресенье, когда я буду уже полноценно эту игру штурмовать. Я сам ни хера бы не понял, особо что-то происходит. Чисто такой sci-fi, знаешь, в начале. РПГ. Это РПГ, sci-fi. Немножко вот первая часть, она в техническом плане даже по переизданию, это не переделать уже. Касаемо в анимациях, не очень хорошо выглядят. Это нужно уже полный ремейк делать. Полный ремейк делать никто не будет. Нужно, чтобы руки прямые были.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure.
Просто они сейчас разговаривают, и не хочу говорить.
Until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out!
Вот поэтому я и не могу постоянно говорить. Давайте оснастим химическими патронами наши снайперские дробовики и снайперские винтовки. Правда, против синтетиков они особо не работают. Ну ладно. Так. Супер, погнали. Значит, деформация. Бросок. У меня же должен быть еще подъем. Дробовики. Подъем. Вот, наверное, не то это. Не то. Бросок, это, наверное... В общем, был какой-то там... такой навык, который просто ты к противнику приближаешься, и он, короче, падает. Ты ему наносишь урон. Вот, наверное, у этого персонажа, скажем так. У этого класса. Угу.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
Это чё? Местные волки, что ли, будут? Я не понимаю.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Опа, опачки. Здрасте.
Oh God, they're still alive.
Космические зомбари. И то хаски. Ну, не собаки, а как бы не порода собак. Ну, вы поняли, в общем. Так называются. Так, сейчас, подожди. Применяем-ка умения наши. Биотические. До свидания. Они применяют свои умения, отлично. Потрясающе. Да. Граната, унигель. Так, он пользуется пистолетами. Да заткнись. Знаю я. Нахер.
Thank the maker. Hurry, close the door before they come back.
What are you doing here?
I'm Dr. Warren. I was in charge of this excavation. We hid in the shed during the attack. They must have come for the beacon. Luckily, it wasn't here. It was moved to the spaceport earlier this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers. Bringers of darkness. Heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry, Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
Блять.
My voice must be heard.
Нам нахуй.
Oh my god! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme,
Commander. You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Williams, take us to the space.
Прикольно иногда делать так, как я раньше не делал. Отступника нам насыпали 9 штук даже. Охереть совсем. Вообще. Иногда я буду делать отступнические действия в этой игре. Но я не думаю, что мне 9 штук дадут отступника. Подумаешь. Охерели вообще в край. Черти.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Нормальный такой кораблик по размерам. Что-то он какой-то немножко странноватый, да? Гениально, конечно, укрываются, ребята. Так, я понял. Дробовичок уходит в жопу. Да.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the beacon?
They brought it here this morning. We loaded it up onto the train and shipped it to the other platform. Hard to believe that was only a few hours ago. Feels like a whole other life.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is
Request
amazing.
immediate
Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch it. It's too...
Космический трип словил.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Doctor? Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
How did I end up here? How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement, signs typically associated with intense streaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians. It doesn't seem right somehow. But at least you stopped Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
I couldn't have done it without you.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
My family were homesteaders on Mindwar. I'm the only one left. But I've moved beyond that.
Oh, that's right, a Kuz. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I should go. Тот самый I should go.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
Do you really believe that, Commander? After what happened to you in Akuz?
Are
Are you
you
saying
really?
you only survived because of random chance?
Akuz was a bloodbath. Even now, I don't know how I survived. I guess it just wasn't my time.
With respect, sir, I think you had somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. to see my whole unit wiped out. And you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Go speak to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander. Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you...
You bet, Commander.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander. Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Угу. Да. Ну, графика, мне кажется, все-таки получше, чем на PlayStation 4 Pro. Да и вообще на консолях-то. PlayStation 5 не важно.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
I'm not gonna sit on my ass just because the Council doesn't want to do anything. If they won't stop Saren, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence. and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people. It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups. Though we are always welcoming to outsiders, our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel. Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
Who's this Asari consort?
Curious, you have not heard. You must be new to the Citadel. Everyone knows Sha'ira, the consort. I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals. Oh, they built themselves quite the lake.
Earth Clan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, Earth Clan?
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, Earth Clan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
What is it you do here?
I look out for the best interests of the Volus people. No easy task considering how often we are overlooked by the Council.
Chastising rebuke, Den. The Council favors your species greatly.
You are naive. The Earth Clan will be invited to the Council long before our species will.
Why aren't the Elcor or Volus part of the Council?
All species must prove themselves before they join the Council. All but the Earth Clans, it would seem.
Dismissive. Ignore the Volus ambassador, human. He is incorrect in his assessment.
Really? How long have we been waiting? How long do you think we'll continue to wait? Bah, this talk is wasted on the humans.
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Form up.
Regroup!
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel... The Volus were the most recently added
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's...
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political... In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion. Since then, the three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Big place.
can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
To me!
Sure is peaceful here.
Как убрать оружие в кобуру?
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Have we met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
Sometimes you have to bend the law to keep people safe.
I've been with CSEC for 30 years. I've never had to break the law to do my job, not once.
Yeah, right. You expect us to believe none of your officers are corrupt?
There are over 200,000 CSEC agents. Some of them are going to be bad. But we don't turn a blind eye to corruption like the Spectres do. We do our best to find and punish any officer who breaks the law. Spectres, they'll never come under that kind of scrutiny.
The galaxy needs people like that. People who do the dirty jobs.
I agree. But they need to be held to a higher standard. They need to be accountable. Saren's out of control. We both know that. But because he's a Spectre, the Council doesn't want to do anything about it. Is that the kind of person this galaxy needs?
But not all Spectres are like Saren.
True. But the potential is always there.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training. Of course, as the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
This place seems strange. I wish there were more humans around.
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. she's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
What can you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
Can you at least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is. Commander, good to see you again.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I'd try Flux or Cora's Den.
What is Shaira's?
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
Yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Welcome. I am Nailina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
What do you do here, Nailina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
What do you do here, Nailina?
I'm one of the It's our job to... Excellent. I'll add you to
Nobody's worth that much of a weight.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
Please, relax and enjoy yourself.
I'd spend all day here if I could.
Human military? You'll enjoy it here, I think.
Isn't this place terrific?
Sure is peaceful here.
This place is a little too perfect. You're hiding something.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible. An hour here is better than a year on leave. If only I could afford to come more often. No questions now. I'm trying to relax. I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth. The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful. Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are unsure.
Few are ever asked to aid Shaira. It's quite an honor.
What do you know about the General?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here, the statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member species fought to bring the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni. Then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan. So who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Sounds like they got what they deserved.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries. The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
Was it really necessary to wipe them out?
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond...
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
I should be going.
As you wish. Do return when you are able. Commander, it is good to see you again.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire, for a price, naturally.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Rally round!
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Commander.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree.
Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
We need to deal with Saren ourselves.
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
You and Saren have a history.
But I saw how
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined CSEC about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human CSEC officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in CSEC now to stop protecting him.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. C-Sec is better off without him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure. Each Spectre answers directly to the Council. Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Tell me about Bar Lavan.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
That guy's up to something.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something
Why
you
are
want?
you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the keep...
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Just tell me what you're doing. I'm not here to get you into trouble.
All right. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
No, I just... Commander.
Ладно, друзья, на этом закончим. Следующий стрим будет либо в субботу вечером по Mass Effect, либо в воскресенье вечером. Там мы уже с модами будем проходить сначала, скорее всего, потому что ну и надо решить проблему со Steam и Electronic Arts приложением. Вот, ладно, всем спасибо, всем пока.